Today I fucked up by trying to be my boyfriend's hero. Sorry in advance for mobile formatting. So this happened yesterday night. Here is some context. I am a serial sprainer. In the 4 years my boyfriend has lived with me, I have sprained my ankle 7 times. I have tripped random stupid crap, dog toys, a rock in the grass, stairs, anything my ankles can find they will try to kill me on. My boyfriend is always there, coddling me and nurturing my softball heels. I always thought one day I will be there to nurture his aches when he would fall. But he never fell. In the 4 years we have lived together he has never once slipped on ice, tripped on a rock, tumbled over an ottoman, or even dragged his foot across some slippery water. That was until yesterday. We were Uber Eats delivering in the lazy snowfall we had in Kansas, thinking we might get some decent tips. We delivered to this townhome complex. He got out to deliver while I stayed in. On his way back to the car his phone chimed for another delivery. He pulled out his phone, and instead of paying attention down he went on a patch of ice. He didn't fall and crack, he fell down with enough grace to land on his butt and his elbow. Still, beggars can't be choosers. It was my turn. I was going to coddle him now. I was going to nurture his swollen softball bumps. I was going to pick him up and help him to the car and baby him while he sniffled and reeled. I was going to be the hero for once. Keyword being was. I leapt out of the car. I can be your hero baby played in my head like elevator music. I felt my cape flowing figuratively behind my back. Suddenly I was on the ground, my knee twisted at an 80-degree angle. My hip felt the twist and it hurt so bad, I thought I broke it. Unlike him, I did not fall gracefully. I hit the ground with such a thud that the lady in the car next to us got out ready to help me. I laid there on the ground, air knocked out of me. Enrique Iglesias' Hero stopped abruptly and instead sirens were blaring in my head. I instinctively wriggled my feet to see which one was going to get too thick for socks. Everything seemed fine until I went to get up. Nope. My knee was kaput, and I let out a gasp in surprise. Of course my boyfriend was up, not even bruised or limping, ready to swipe me up and buckle me into the car. My boyfriend and this sweet lady was trying to help me up, but I elected to chubby lady crawl by the car so I could get up myself. I had them open the door and I crawled in, thanking the lady and buckling myself in. As I sniffled and licked my wounds, he told me he was grateful that my first reaction was to try to help him. We laughed and joked about how funny it was. It was like a cartoon skit. I was Peter Griffin falling down and holding my knee, hissing between my teeth. One moment I was coming around the car, the next I was on the ground with a shocked look on my face. I am still giggling about it. He went to the store to get us some treats, since we didn't want to end the night on a bad note, and once he disappeared into the store I just bawled and screamed. I think if anyone heard me they would think I was possessed. I just wanted to be there for him for once. I felt so useless that even when he fell I couldn't help him. Instead once again I was the victim of a sprain, only I wish it was my ankle. This time it is my knee, and I would rather sprain my ankle twice again. I composed myself by the time he got back to the car with Skittles. Today I am confined to the bed, wishing we had our Uber card already so we could get some crutches and gooey pizza. Now I am browsing Reddit until my phone dies, then napping while it charges. He on the other hand, doesn't even have a bruise to show for it. Boyfriend, 8. Me, 0. Too long didn't read. I fall down a lot. My boyfriend never falls. He finally fell for the first time in 4 years, and when I went to help him, I fell down too and ended up spraining my knee. Super edit, thanked people for gold and platinum, was unintentional super cringe, so, yeah. Glad y'all got a laugh toe. Hey op, if you haven't done so already, next time you see a doctor, have them check your inner ear to see if there might be something resulting in a balance issue. While it's mostly sprains you've experienced so far, it would really suck to break something. In the meantime, speedy recovery. Ooh, my brother has an inner ear problem, but I never got checked. I will as soon as possible. Thank you. Well, it's the thought that counts, right? Yeah, definitely. Maybe 4 years from now he will fall and I will carefully go to help him, after learning from this lol. He's a lucky guy. The fact that this was genuinely important to you is extremely telling. It sounds like you're lucky to have him too. So many people are incapable of sticking around at even the slightest sign of trouble. Don't ever lose that caring spark. I wish you both the happiest of futures. Thank you so much. I feel very loved, even my dog has been cuddling and watching over me. I feel blessed every day with him. I try to do things to make our relationship a partnership, but he is so much better at it than I am lol. I love your sense of humor and I'm in love with your wonderful boyfriend. You two sound like the perfect couple. We definitely have a wonderful relationship. I have had some bad ones, and I am his first girlfriend. In middle and high school we were sweethearts long distance over World of Warcraft. We broke up and reconnected as adults. He moved to K's for me. Sometimes it feels storybook. Today I fucked up by comparing my mouth to a vagina to my dental hygienist. Happened yesterday, my face is still red. For context, I am a female. I was getting my mouth cleaned, and my super amazing dental hygienist was talking about some gingivitis in one area of my mouth. She pulls her tools out, and my dumbass looks up at her and says, "I wish mouths were like vaginas, you know, self-cleaning." We both stop and stare at each other. Her, because she cannot process what the fuck I have just said, and I, because I cannot believe what the fuck I have just said. A few centuries later, she busts out laughing. I turn 12 shades of red and wish desperately I could melt into the chair and disappear forever. She took it in stride, though. Haha, I'm glad they're not, I'd be out of a job. Never heard that one before. I am just thankful I said it when she was almost done. Too long didn't read, compared my mouth to a vagina to dental hygienist, as in self-cleaning. She was amused. Edit, I'd like to say thank you to you all, and I'm so glad you enjoy my awkwardness. My life gets so entertaining when I am forced to interact with other people in real life. Also, I'm genuinely happy I got the chance to educate a few of you on vaginas. Edit 2, please see here for more information on how/why vaginas self-clean. Also, the vagina, not the outy bits. AKA dick hole/baby cannon. We wash the outy bits. Did you know that vaginal tissue and your mouth tissue are practically identical? I try to do side-by-side comparisons as often as I can. That's fucking hilarious. Man, I wish I had one only to be able to make that joke. Don't worry, you probably lightened up her whole week. Be glad that you don't have to visit a professional periodically to get your vagina cleaned. Yeah, thank God we can settle for the power washing nozzle at the car wash. I am trying 100% to not make a dick-based joke here, so I'll just point out that mouths are rather self-cleaning because that's what saliva does. It's digestive and antibiotic and eliminates down a lot of the gunk and bacteria that otherwise would build up. Pretty much everything on the body has at least some kind of low-level self-cleaning mechanism. Clearly we have evolved from ancestors that did not have access to soap and hot water on a daily basis. My dentist told me I had a small mouth and I blurt out, "I bet my husband doesn't think so awkward." Definitely a not what I said, what I meant moment. Does that mean his dick is small? Today I fucked up by diving into a pool head first, degloving my skull, and breaking my neck in 3 places. Update. As per usual, this didn't happen today but this past Saturday. I, 26F, was spending the day hanging out with friends by the pool, casually drinking and playing games. One of my friends decides to challenge me to a race to the other side of the pool. So we hop out and me, being the genius that I am, and very confident after being a competitive diver and swimmer for more than 10 years, decide to dive in from the shallow end. I go to take a running leap in, and as I'm pushing off the deck, I feel my foot slip. I end up diving straight down, feel my neck crunch, and then blackout. I come to as I'm floating to the surface, back up, and tell my legs to just stand up cause I need to breath, but they don't respond. Most of my friends see me and think I'm joking, but very luckily my nurse and med school friends see blood and rocket into action. They stabilize my neck and flip me over in the water to breath and then get me up on the pool deck. In another incredible bout of luck, once I'm stabilized on the deck I can move my legs again. Friends call an ambulance, to which I am groggily and vehemently opposed to, thanks US healthcare prices, and once I get to the hospital I'm placed in the trauma ICU and CT scanned. I then find out I've pulverized my C2 and broken C1 and C3. And now I get bed rest and at least 3 months in a C collar. So yeah, don't dive in the shallow end folks. TLDR, dove in the shallow end, wrecked my neck like a hydraulic press. After urging from several Redditors, here's my GoFundMe link. I'm a super poor master's degree student, so any help would be incredibly appreciated. Photos, NSFW graphic. As a swimmer/former lifeguard, this is one of my greatest fears. I'm afraid ego/comfort will get in the way of caution. Yep, it 100% did, and I'm paying for it. Dude, you are so lucky. This same thing, without alcohol, happened to my 16 years old brother literally a week ago. He split his C6, had C5 and C7 fused, and crushed his spinal cord. He's currently paralyzed from the chest down. Appreciate your life, be careful. Holy hell. I am so sorry. I wish your brother the best recovery possible. Poor kid. You are so lucky, most would never be able to walk again. Hope you played lotto after that stroke of luck. Knowing what the word degloved means is one of my biggest regrets. I'm glad it wasn't worse for you. I fractured my C3 vertebrae in a head-on car accident while touristing on a scooter in India, not where you want to break your neck BTW. When I got home to Australia, bed rest and just taking it easy, and it's now as good as new, about 6 to 12 months from memory, has never given me a problem since. I hope the same is the case for you. Wonderful, me too, glad you're okay.